But I do think we need to talk about what happens when people use your culture against you or become microaggressive.
Dude, you know what I hate? Like, I hate when I get my hair done. Oh my God, you know that's not my hair. Like, you know, it was 24 inches last week and now it's 12. Like, you know, it's not my hair. Stop asking me questions about it. Don't ask me to touch it. I'm not a pet. You know, I'm not like like an animal on display. Don't.
Especially with the hair, because I think like I grew up thinking that like, or I guess with the impression that was given that like our hair took more work to tame or to do work, like to make it look pretty or do whatever it had. And it was like this long, arduous process, and no one else was living in a world where they spent all that much time on their hair or had to change their hair. And even we actually got some comments in our some of the posts that we made before where they're like, she has blonde hair, and I'm like, dude, there are no women with natural blonde hair. Like literally very few women. Like if you think, you know, men, if you think you're with a woman who's a natural blonde, you're not. Like the chances are that you are not. And other people in other cultures are spending just as much time trying to do that. But there's some like magical, mysterious thing that like we are obviously like spending years and years on our hair, or we're doing something very avant-garde. Everybody's wearing weave. Everybody's dyeing their hair. Everybody's doing it. And there isn't a way for my hair to present that has to be dictated by my race. If I want to wear blonde hair, guess what? That's what we're going to do.
Right. Yeah, I think it's there's a weird like ownership of our bodies. You know what I'm saying? Which we know is kind of ingrained in a society that enslaved people, but that's a topic for a different podcast. But yeah, that microaggression and the how did you get here microaggression. Like for me, I remember having to have meetings with some students because it was like, oh, this person's only on the team because of diversity. I was like, hey, we're at the whitest private law school in America. We're not putting anyone anywhere because of diversity. Like we already lose that battle. But it's this idea of if you have achieved more than me, there has to be something other than you're more skillful than me, or you bring something to the table that I don't. And that, I think, what I saw was detrimental because it led to what we've been talking today, those students to overwork themselves to prove, right, that they were entitled, that they weren't just put on the team because they were of a different ethnic background. And it's like, that's the microaggression that like, I will lose it. Like the south side of Tallahassee comes out when that microaggression pops up, and I just don't even care. Like I will lose it because it's so harmful.